Hi guys, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to make the highly requested masala paste. So we need this to make any tikka masalas. It's very highly requested. So you need the base gravy, which I've shown you how to do. You need the masala paste, and then your chicken tikka or your lamb tikka. I've shown you how to make lamb tikka. Chicken tikka will be coming soon. So it's like 3 stages of the masala. So yeah, what you're going to need is a lot of patience, but apart from that, you're going to need 2½ onions, 1/4 of a carrot, 1/4 of a green pepper, 1 teaspoon of garlic and ginger paste, roughly 2 pints of water. I'm going to have a look at some of the stages to see how much water I'm going to need. 2 teaspoons of red colour, 1 teaspoon of yellow colour. Again, with the colouring, I'm going to have a look to see if I'm going to need any more. A sprinkle of salt, 2 teaspoons of our desi style mixed powder, which is just mixed powder, 2 teaspoons of tikka paste, 2 teaspoons of tandoori paste, 1 Kashmiri paste. Now, any of these pastes, you can get it from Asda, Tesco, anywhere. Pataks do it, so you don't have to make it from scratch. 2 tablespoons of sugar, 120 grams of almond powder, 120 grams of coconut powder. Again, like I said, I've never made such a small amount, so I will go up and down on some of these things, but this is like a basic guide for you. So, we're going to start with the onions. So, they don't have to be too small or anything. You are going to blend it in the second process. So, as long as they're just cut up, just to help it melt a little bit faster. This should do roughly about 10 portions, roughly, I think. You can put it in the fridge, it's fine. I'm pretty sure you can put it in the freezer. I've never actually put it in the freezer before, but I think it should be fine. I'm not sure. But fridge is definitely okay. So there's 2 there. 2 onions, and then 2½ should do it. There we go, that's roughly 2½ onions there. So we've just got 1/4 of a carrot, roughly about 1/4 of a carrot there, and then 1/4 of a green pepper there. And then we've got about 2 teaspoons of garlic and ginger paste. I have shown you how to make these. You can buy these easily anyway, but if you want to make it fresh, it is on my YouTube channel. We're going to put that on there. We've got salt. Now, salt we put in the restaurant just to kind of speed up the process. So the onions, the peppers, the carrots just melt faster. But you don't need to put any in. What you don't want to do is put too much salt. It's not a salty taste. As you know, masala is very sweet. So it's up to you. If you're not in any rush, just kind of don't put any salt in. I'm going to put a little bit, just a sprinkle, just so it just helps it caramelize a bit faster. And then we've got our pint of water. Now, water we're going to add accordingly. What you don't want to do is let it dry. There should be plenty of water. It should be soaking in water. So if it is drying up through the process, just add a little bit more. It shouldn't ever dry up. There should just be ample of water like this floating around. And then we're ready. We'll just put our lid on, and then we'll revisit it in about 15 minutes. It should get to a stage where the carrots and the peppers, they're breaking off. You want it that soft for the next stage. Okay guys, so we're at the second stage of our masala paste. It's been about 15-20 minutes. You might need longer, but for me, I think mine is okay. Can you see that the water is still there? So the water's not melted. To be honest, I added a little bit more water. So it doesn't matter, just make sure it's not dry. The water keeps bubbling. And then if you see now, I'm just stabbing the carrot and it's just breaking off. It should just break off nicely. It shouldn't be hard. You can then turn your gas off. And then you need a blender. This is a very cute blender. Never seen one such small blender. And then you need to blend it into a liquid. So we've blended it now. It should be sort of a very light, sort of yellowy colour. So yeah, it should be sort of like a slightly soupy kind of thickness. We will add more water to it. I'm just going to add sort of, I think, I've got a pint here, but I think I only need half a pint. So we'll check how much more. Yeah, half a pint should do it. We'll then get the gas back on. Let it cook for a couple of minutes so it steams up. And it should be very kind of soupy, watery. Don't worry, we're going to put almond in there and we're going to put coconut, which is going to thicken it right up. So it should be quite just a bit thicker than water, really. Right. So yeah, it's been about 5 minutes and it's just steaming up nicely. Now I've got our Desi style mixed powder. So this is just normal mixed powder. This is our own blend. Which you can purchase on currybyare.com. So about 2 full teaspoons, you know. You can probably even give it 3. This is kind of your main flavour. You've got to make sure you've got enough in there. And then stir it. So it's been about 3-4 minutes. I've let the spice mix in. And then you've got your pastes. You can purchase these in Tesco, Asda. It's quite controversial, but believe me, every Indian restaurant up and down the country uses these pastes. You can make your own paste, which is quite lengthy. But we'll first start off with the tandoori paste. If you put about 2 teaspoons of tandoori, about 2.5. Very important for this. You have enough spice and the paste. They're your main flavours. Tikka, again, you want about 2.5 pastes of that. Now, Kashmiri is very strong. If you put too much, it will be very bitter. So you want to scale back on the Kashmiri paste. So about 1 teaspoon of Kashmiri paste. Enough. Let it mix in. Okay, so now it's bubbling up, and I can really smell the paste now. You should be able to smell the aroma of the paste and the spices blending together now. And now you're ready for your sugar. You want about 2 tablespoons. Remember, this is going to be about. You should be able to do about 7 to 10 portions out of this. So you want plenty of sugar. Masala is sweet, so you want plenty of sugar. You know what I mean? We could add a little bit of sugar later when we do make the actual curry. So this is kind of stage 2 out of 3. By all means, taste it. Make sure you have that sweet taste. And now you're ready for your colouring. You don't have to put any colouring in. It would just be sort of like a browny colour, but as we know, masala's got that bright orange colour. So red and yellow colouring, just use sort of. You want more red, so you've got about 2 teaspoons of it, and then 1 yellow. We may go up and down on the colouring. I'll have a look at the colouring once it's mixed in. So I'll put the spices in and the pastes and the sugar, just on slow gas. Let that simmer a little bit. Let it sort of mix in. On low gas, it's quite heated up anyway from boiling the onions and stuff. So just let it bubble up, heat up, let it mix. So after about 3-4 minutes, it's bubbling up. Looks like it's mixed. We put the colouring in. The colour should be, at this stage, a very dark maroony colour. This will dilute when we put the base gravy in, and the chicken will cook, it will make it an orangey colour. So yeah, about this sort of colour, a very dark maroon ready colour. Also, it will get lighter once we put the almond and the coconut in. So put it on low gas, very low gas. And then we've got our coconut and almond. We may need more coconut, we may need more almond. We can see while we put it in. we may need more sugar as well, so we will be tasting it throughout. You do need it quite strong, you do need it quite sweet, because when you put the base gravy, it will dilute the paste. So you need a whisker. I've just whisked the masala paste, it's all mixed in. So it should be quite thick, quite splodgy kind of thing. If you put it in the fridge, it will thicken up and it will go slightly darker. I'm just going to taste it. You've got to make sure it's very sweet. It's going to dilute into a curry, so it's got to be thick, sweet, and it should have quite a strong taste because it's going to dilute in. So the flavour's there with the spice and thing. Slightly not sweet enough, so I'd probably put another 2 teaspoons in there. Remember, this is going to do about, sort of looking at this, you're looking at about 7 to 10 portions. And then what you do is you just whisk it in. Yeah, that's much better. I can taste the sweetness. If you can't taste the sweetness, make sure you put a bit more in. Okay guys, so there you have it, masala paste. So you need the base gravy, the masala paste, and the chicken or lamb or prawn to make chicken tikka masala, prawn masala, whatever. It's kind of like a thick paste, which will thicken when you put it in the fridge. We did used to put cream in there. We don't anymore because our vegetable masala is now vegan friendly. We put cream now after. So I will show you the third stage once I do the chicken tikka video. And then you have all 3 stages: the chicken tikka, masala paste, and your base gravy. And that's all you need, and a little bit of cream, and that's all you need to cook the chicken tikka masala. There are other methods where you can cook it all in one, but I'm showing you British Indian restaurant cooking and exactly how we do it at the restaurant. So there you have it, masala paste.